Now this first look, because remember, we're doing this all based on the inspiration of the Diamonds video of Rihanna. So the first really natural look is she has stuff on, trust me. It looks like she's really natural nude, but it's very neutral makeup and it's really pretty. But a lot of what works in that look is the reflective makeup they use that's very soft and transparent. So I'm using kind of a, I would say a taupey, brownish taupey color with some reflective shimmer in it. And I'm just going to go into the eyebrow, not the eyebrow, the eyelid, sorry, not into the eyebrows, and up on the inner corners of the eyes as well as the outer, and just kind of work that up and just leave the little area of her highlighting, um, you know, with the reflection open, so you're not covering all that up. But I want everything to meld together, just all become very uniform. So just you want to stop pretty much in the socket of the crease right there, and then pull it out a little bit, and then I'm going to go into the inner parts of the eye. I'm just bringing that out because when you're using a soft shimmery powder, what that does is it will reflect on those areas because light pulls out and dark pulls in. That will reflect on those areas that needs to be pulled out, and that will pull in on the areas that needs to be pulled in. So with this, I'm putting the darker in and pulling it up, and that's a really great trick. So if you look at that, it's a really great trick. So now I'm doing that in just a little bit, just to blend it all in. I'm a big fan of blending. So, and I'll do everything to get that blended. So now I'm going to do a little bit of just shadow and shading, or as some people call it contouring, I call it shadowing. Um, and I'm going right underneath the ledge of her cheekbone, like that, right underneath the ledge of the cheekbone with a very soft contour brush. And I'm using a very kind of toasty color, brownish, um, not too dark, but just a toasty color. And I don't want to use any reflective color on there because I'm just creating the cheekbones to really sink in. And then I'm just going to go over the eyelids like that, just to kind of blend everything together and focusing more on the inner crease of her eye. But see how that's all really pulling together? It's very pretty. I love this look because it's so natural but so elegant and so pretty. And so now I'm just going to blend that in a little bit more just to kind of give it, the hairs kind of come off the brush because this is a new brush. And it's a dual head brush. I love this brush because it's so convenient. But it sometimes when you get new brushes, the hairs fall off. So you gotta use it a few times and wash it a few times before it sets in. So now I'm using a brown brown powder with my flat brush, and I'm just working into the brows because I really want the brows to kind of have uh, a little structure to it, you know, and not. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna go super duper off, but see if you look on her left side, it there's a little bit more holes, which is fine if you're doing super uber natural. But this I want a little bit more kind of pulled together look. So I'm filling those areas up just to give it some uniformity. And so I'm I'm using the powder because it goes right onto the skin rather than sitting on the the hair of the brow. And I'm just a powder girl. I like using powders rather than liners or pencils or anything like that. I do use liners and pencils too, don't get me wrong. And I mean, like I mentioned, you know, if you come to MKC Beauty Academy and learn the techniques, we teach you every, I mean, nitty gritty type of technique, whether it's, you know, the way I do it or the way another master artist does it. We all have our own preferential styles, which gives each artist and student a platform of different techniques to go by. And you know, and that's what, to me, when I started out as a makeup artist 35 years ago, one of the greatest things is that I had such great mentors, and they had such different styles, and they really mentored me in a way to really, really be my own artist. And so that's something really important for us, is that we really want to create individual artists, master leaders of the industry rather than cookie cutters. And and so that's why the techniques are really important. So here I'm just gonna finish this eyebrow up, and like I said, like just even with the foundation, how, once it goes into the skin, the natural oil set in. Same thing with eyebrows. Same thing with everything, lips, everything. Makeup needs time. It needs a couple of minutes to really settle in. That's another thing too, is that, you can't just willy-nilly do makeup. You got to have patience. It really does take patience, and especially if you want to do it right. So now I'm going to just coat the eyelashes with a black mascara. I don't want to go super, super crazy, but I just want to really rim the eyes with the lashes to just open the eyes up and just really kind of accentuate the beauty of the look that I'm doing without making her face look too overdone, because it's still very natural. And like I said, go to the video, check it out, take notes, and but really, I really studied that video carefully to see what kind of looks are in it to help you guys learn how to achieve this look. And I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start looking at some really cool music videos, and I'm gonna use that as an inspiration vehicle. Perhaps I'll even do some runway shows too, and then teach you guys how to do that. But yeah, there's so many ways of technique, so many ways, and I'll even get into down the line. I'll get into doing more product description and what products to use, but I just want to start off slowly. So anyway, so here as you can see, I'm just going carefully I'm going really close to the lash line, so then that way it doesn't look like there's any gaping or any areas that are left alone, so that way it really picks it up. So when you're doing intense mascara work, you gotta really make sure you don't leave anything hidden, or because it really will come through. You'll see it, it'll show through. So now I'm just going to clean up some little areas. I'm going to blend it all in. Cleaning up your work is so important, and I'm trying to do this a little bit faster than normal so I can show you guys, because we still have 2 more videos to do. We still have 2 more videos because this is a transitional look. Clearly you could wear it just like this, after this part is done, or you can bump it up, and then you can bump it up again. And the third is really, really really uber intense. So definitely, I would watch all 3 of them to get inspired, because you will definitely, after you watch the next 3, the next 2 actually after this one, you'll be able to do all the looks that Rihanna has in that Diamonds video. So it's cool. Anyway, I'm just going really in the inner parts of her eyes of the lashes, because I really want all that to be picked up and perked up. It really makes a difference. Really, really makes a difference. And I just want to make sure that I get all that. And the third look will have strip lashes. And I'm a firm believer that if you put mascara on before you do strip lash, it really does intensify the lashes, and it's really beautiful. It's a beautiful effect. Even when you're doing feathers and stuff like that, I still say put mascara on and then lay the strip lash, then put the feathers on, because then it really will create a real beautiful dramatic feel to the eye. It's really gorgeous. Anyway, look at that, how pretty the eyes are just starting to accentuate. The skin is really starting to really perk up, and now I am just going to do a couple of more passes because I want the bottom lashes to really stick out. Now, if you guys are having some issues with your own lashes, like if you don't have that many, because obviously some people don't, and like I have very Asian lashes, and I have to use individuals. So you can definitely use individuals. So lastly, okay, before I forget, I don't want the lips because this is a very natural look, very shimmery natural look. I am just getting kind of a nude color gloss. It's a flesh tone color, and it's just as if her lips have a little bit of her own color in it. And I don't want to use a brush on this because I want this to have a little bit more of a rustic kind of natural feel. So I'm using my trusty old tools, my fingers, and I'm just dabbing it on and just going really kind of into the lips in a way where it's just kind of right there. um, so there you go. This is the look. This is, if you look at the eyes, how it's all kind of pulling together now. The highlighter, the shadow, the contouring on the cheeks, the reflective of the skin, the naturalness of the lips, and the brows, how they're just, I gotta get that hair off. The brows, how they're much more defined than probably normally you would do on a very natural, because this is what kind of gives it a kick. And the lashes. So there you go, first look of the Diamonds Rihanna video.